Hi everyone, I'm here with Rachel Ougier Simonin. Got that right, which was nice.
Yes.
This is the second in a series of conversations we're recording together to learn more about Rachel. I found that people love these videos because it helps them feel as though they've got to know someone a little bit already before they even meet them. So Rachel is a creative polymath, and you can watch some of the other videos to learn more about the other work that she does. But our conversation today is going to focus on her art. And I must get you to send me one of these so I can put it up here behind me for some of my other calls, because Farah Syed, who you may have met, is an abstract artist, and she sent me this to put behind me. So I must do, because these look great. Yeah. So I'm going to share my screen. Rachel, sorry, before we do that, why don't you say hello to everybody briefly?
Hi, everyone. I'm Rachel, and very happy to be here with all of you.
It's great. And you're in Basel?
Yes, I live in Basel. I'm French, and home is Switzerland.
No. Lovely. 30 degrees, I gather, today, which is very, very nice. Right. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to have a little browse through your work, and I might have some questions for you, if that's okay.
Yes.
So everybody should be able to see this now as part of this video. So this is Rachel's website, Art Roc Basel, and it's artrocbasel.com. And this is where you're showing your work. Now, these are all fascinating. And so I'm going to ask you whether, this one, let's start with this one. What size is this one?
This one's quite big. It's actually square, and it's a meter and a half.
Wow. Okay. That's nearly as tall as me. And what was the inspiration behind this? Why the kind of monotone approach? But I love the texture on there. So it's almost as though you've replaced color with texture.
Yes, and in fact, it is for a massage place, which is also very zen. So they asked to do something for their waiting room, and they didn't want colors. They told me from the start they wanted white. And so I thought, if I can't play with colors, then I should play with texture. They also wanted something that would inspire quiet and calm, and so this is where it's coming from.
No, well, you've absolutely fulfilled the brief there. I love it. It's great. This one, on the other hand, I'm thinking this looks like Italy to me. I don't know why, but I think you've been and you've got Denmark up here. Look. I don't know what's happened.
It's the word map after climate change.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, it all looks a little bit different. So what one was this for your own enjoyment and satisfaction, or was this a commission as well?
No, this I just created. I was rather into lines, and then as I was painting, just the shapes, the mixing of the colors, everything evolved, and I just went with the flow, and it ended where you see.
Brilliant. And now you've leapt again into you've leapt again into a different style, and I guess this would be the one I'd want to talk about next. So this is great, and I can kind of see you doing this, sort of dribbling paint over a canvas. Is that effectively how this works? I mean, it's a web. It's lovely. Yes. What was this one for?
It was indeed, at first I thought I had yellow in mind. I had rays and yes, a shape in mind. So it started with that idea, and then it evolved, and you can notice there's different levels of structure. So on the edge you can still see some structure, but it's a lot flatter than what you see in the center. So it's also trying to play with shapes. And then I just thought, I mean, the black line came naturally because he felt he would complement nicely the painting.
I love it. I think it's great. It's a kind of space inspired organic web structure. I love it. I think it's great. And this similar approach here, these look like veins. I mean, it's fantastic. I love it. And then you've departed again to demonstrate your flexibility, your artistic flexibility to this. So this is this has got movement and events. And what's happening here? How did you achieve this?
I just wanted to do my version of the universe and the stars and the constellations, so I tried different things, and I thought that one was interesting. So
it's great. I think it's great. And did you go into a Jackson Pollock sort of stage for this one?
No, it's I mean, probably unconsciously, yes, but I try to.
I love that. I mean, I don't know whether this was the intention, but this is like lying down in a multicolored field of wheat, looking up and just seeing a hint of the sun up here because I love the fact that there's lots of blue up here, but none down here. So it looks as though you're looking up. And is this a poppy? That looks like
no, I think it's just, I mean, it is supposed just to be a flower among others.
It's, yeah, I mean, I love it. And then I also love the way that you've kind of, these areas here are getting slightly darker, and this is darker over here. So you've got that kind of left-leaning sort of structure of it, so that everything is framed beautifully, not by the frame, but by the work. I think that's really clever. And you're doing something similar up here. I love that one. That's great. Let's pick one more. Which one forgive me, but I just see strange things in abstract art. But this is a little bit Mickey Mouse, isn't it? I mean, is it it looks like Mickey Mouse from the side eating a tomato, which I think is fantastic. I love it. It's brilliant. But you've really cleverly followed on. You introduced the black again.
Yeah.
But it's kind of highlighting. It's not this is what I love about this one, is that it's abstract in its whole, but that the way you've used that black is considered. So it's almost like you wanted to create a kind of drop shadow effect. Well, was this a commission or was this fun?
No, this was fun also. I had in mind, I mean, somewhere I wanted to do something around life. So I had different entities, because people come and go, situations, you move also. And then I thought, you know, there's a bit of light, because for me, there's light,
Yeah.
you know, and the black line was to say, okay, you're sort of following the flow. Sometimes you decide about your life, sometimes your life decides for you. In all cases, it's all connected. So I also wanted to connect some of the elements together.
Brilliant. I love it. So these are all, you've got these all at artrocbasel.com. Where else might people be able to find some of the work?
I have exhibitions in different countries at different times. So you can see the previous exhibitions in the About section, I believe, or yeah. And also references, maybe references is where.
Okay.
Sorry, I got it.
And you've just been represented at Art Basel, haven't you? Which is,
yes, and I haven't posted yet. You see, the
right.
last one was in Paris.
Yeah. Oh, there's lots here to explore. So thank you so much for. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. Thank you so much for talking me through that. I love learning about where the thinking behind the painting. So this has been great. We'll put links wherever this appears, Rachel, so that people can come and find more. But in the meantime, thank you so much for the tour of your own website gallery.
Thank you, Mark.